Next year or two is a jumble of memories with no real chronological order. Unless I wrote it in my intermittently written in diary, or there was a movie like The Omen involved, or a song like Somebody to Love by Queen, or Afternoon Delight by Starland, not exactly sure when it happened. And the memories range from vague snippets to detailed stories. Jumping trains is one of the latter. So one day, I think it was fall because it was chilly and we were wearing jackets, I thought I'd impress him by showing him how to flatten coins, like nickels and pennies, like, you see in the amusement park machines for souvenirs. So I took him to some railroad tracks near my house, and we put pennies and nickels on the railroad tracks, and when a train came by, it would flatten them. We did that for at least 2 hours. The things that entertain teenage boys. So we had a pocket full of smashed, flattened coins, and only had quarters left, and I wasn't about to flatten a quarter because in the 70s, that was worth a lot more, especially to a teenager. We're sitting there trying to figure out what to do next in that chilly fall afternoon, and Billy looks at me and says, I got an idea. Okay. He said, let's go to Denver. I had no idea what he was talking about. We didn't have driver's license, much less cars. It would take an hour to drive there, but nobody would drive us, obviously. Biking and walking was out of the question. And I'm telling him all this. And he just smiles and he says, but we have a train. Shit. So I proceeded to tell him all the reasons that was a bad idea. But a train came by, and he got up, ran after it, ran alongside, grabbed onto one of those ladder things in the couplings between a coal car and I guess a box car, and jumped on board and yelled for me, come on. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Leave him to go off into the sunset? No, so I chased after him and he pulled me up. That kind of defines a lot of our relationship. He'd have a crazy idea. I'd tell him all the reasons that crazy idea is a bad idea, and then we'd do it anyway. Billy was impulsive, adventurous, and lived in the moment, and we're talking like the second. I had a mixture of terror and exhilaration, jumping that train and riding it. That happened a lot in our relationship, either because of something he made us do or just who we were and where we were and when we were. We did make it to Denver, and when we jumped off, somebody found us, and again, fear and exhilaration, we ran and weren't caught. We wandered Denver for a while, went to a cafe. We're pretty sure we saw a gay couple. Then it dawned on me, how do we go back? We went back to the train yards. We guessed that a train going north would go to Fort Collins and jumped it and made it back. Don't do this at home.